Welcome back, my comrades. I am Victor Barasov, and today we're continuing Fallout 76 Steel Rain playthrough day 120, I think it is. If I got that correct, guys, on the first go, I am bloody amazed. We'll soon find out if the title's if my naming is correct with the title. But yes, I think there's like 2 or 3 or 4 missions left with this. I think there's 2 actually, if I remember correctly, because Peel said it was like 4, 5, 6 missions. I think we've done 3 or something. So I think we've got 2 or 3 missions left. So it should be fun. Let me just check. Audacity is recording fine, apparently. Apparently my NVIDIA broadcast is working. Apparently my PC is running fine for once. Apparently I've got the green light on my computer, so that means I am recording. Hopefully, because I cannot re-record this like Fallout New Vegas. So, let's head off to talk to Paladin Rahmani. And I think that's how you say it, Paladin Rahmani. I don't know how you say her name.
Between what we learned at AMS and the journal we
Let's have a
recovered
look.
from Harper's Ferry, this is big.
Initiate. Good. You're here. We finally have a clear picture about the abductions, and it's time to do something about it. The Hellcat Company has been abducting people. Our findings at Harper's Ferry mean that Dr. Blackburn is almost certainly involved.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then.
We couldn't have known it's not your fault. Must be pretty gone to know he slipped right through your face. I'm disappointed myself I let him get away. I thought the guy was fishy from the start. Top one.
I never said it was my fault, Initiate. To think, the arrogance he must have had.
Enough of that. The question facing us now is how to find him and the people who've been taken. Lucky for us, Scribe Valdez has made a discovery of her own while we were away.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in the Uncanny Caverns?
Yeah.
It took a while to crack the encryption, but I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96.
How's that related to just Vault 96? I'm not familiar with Vault 96. Do we know anything about it?
I wasn't able to find anything, unfortunately. I know every vault had a purpose, though. Like Vault 76 was meant to house the best and the brightest to rebuild America. Ostensibly. Vault 96 could be anything.
Good point. I already know what it is, thanks to Daily Ops, and it's a horrible vault. I don't know the law, I just know it's very cold in there. Vault 96, where is that?
It took a bit of research to locate it, but it's well south of here. I'll mark it on your map.
I already know where it is because I've already been there and discovered it. The location. Because we've discovered everywhere in this game. I can say that. So, top one, how's this related to the abductions?
We're not sure it is.
What we do know is that we have a definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Knight Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault would be a great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez will accompany you. A vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map. We don't know what we're walking into, or even how we'll get in, to be honest. We'll need to be cautious.
So what's the plan? I enjoyed working with you before, but that's a lot of unknowns to trip here. You sure you're ready for field work? Top one, so what's the plan?
Step 1 is finding a way in. You'll take point. Based on other vaults we found crossing the country, the vault should have an emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and I'll follow you in.
Are we sure about this?
There's no guarantees, but we have to move on this intel. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any evidence you can about the missing people and any connection to the super mutants. If Blackburn is there, I want him taken alive. If he really is behind the abductions, he needs to answer for his crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Dismissed.
Sure thing. Right, we're going into a vault to kill everybody. All I know is that vault is freezing cold. I've got semi-good clothing on. I might just put my mercenary outfit back on. May look like I'm a merc. So I like switching up between the outfits. I've got how much ammunition? 20 out of 731. Should have enough anyway. So whereabouts is it? It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Yep, right here. Let's go then into an icy cold vault. Right, we're here, so let's see what's new around the entrance. I don't see anybody guarding the outside of the vault. So that's obviously gotta be a good sign, doesn't it? Or bad sign. Elevator's still busted, but there is a weapon workbench here. So that comes in handy. Let's see if we need to scrap anything. Oh cool, I got a new thingy. Brotherhood Chivies. Nice. What do these look on me actually, because I never bothered checking them out last time. I know they're the ones the Paladin wore. Huh. Pretty nice, I would say, but not my style. I'll stick with a mercenary outfit. I prefer be guns, boots, leather, and combat equipment. Nothing new. Is anything new on this terminal? I hate reading, guys, as you know, but we might as well have a look. Vault door controls. Due to current stress emergency, no access to the vault has been spared. Emergency response. Process of spared emergency response are something to rescue vault protocols and prevent residents from exiting the vault. Vault Tech certified emergency translators may override no security protocols and open the vault door from this terminal. Authorized message error. Screw you then, though. So how the hell did they get into this vault? Because it's cracked open. Before my game just crashed there. No, it just stuttered. Huh. Giant bits of metal. Blow torches, wrenches, and hammers. That's how they really got into this vault. And these are supposed to sustain a nuclear blast, but they can't sustain a blooming blowtorch hammer in these. This makes me question the logic sometimes of the vaults. Right, we're now eventually in. So let's have a look. Say it's freezing cold. Holy shit, there's a lot of dead people. Hellcats. I did not kill any of these guys. I'm completely innocent of killing these people, I can say that. Let's check the monitoring terminal, shall we? Emergency management system documents. Oh, for I was about to swear there, but yeah, we've got a lot of documents to read. Yay! Not. Overview. Congratulations, your vault has been equipped with the latest and all-made emergency response technology, the Vault Emergency Management System. Emergency Management System is a comprehensive database of all-made contingency protocols developed to assist overseer vault residents when and if available. Vault Tech field personnel in identifying, designating, and resolving a wide range of potential emergency situations. Using the emergency management system. In the unlikely event of emergency, your vault mainframe will automatically access something and select an appropriate error resolution protocol from the emergency mainframe system database. Protocol populated by thousands of programs submitted by Vault Tech University talented undergrad students. Your database holds the solution to any problems you may encounter. When applicable, your vault may broadcast emergency transmission to a Vault Tech field personnel in the area. Response times in the aftermath of a nuclear conflict may vary. Emergency response team leaders should use any available terminal to activate the emergency management system and indicate their team relocation level of experts. This will calibrate the protocol and adjustment the hazard pay or bonus to be awarded to, if any. Therefore, follow the audio instructions from the Vault mainframe until the problem is resolved. The mainframe will continue monitoring the situation and intrude additional contingencies as required. Bloody hell. Protocol XC243 Containment Experiment. Client analyze, gathering samples, research, develop appropriate containments, secure the vault. Some student. Experiment, research subjects may submit uncontrollable plans to render something methods ineffective. This program harms by any employee, the Vault Tech automated research system to conduct emergency research protocols, formulate and propose and test hypotheses and correct those hypotheses with exact vault systems to identify the most effective containment availability to the emergency response system. If the Vault's ARS includes an automated fabrication system, this protocol additional groups the ARS research credit system to support certain credit limited fabrication of something devices. Credits are used as a limited factor to prevent the fabrication of identifying devices of the existing vault fabrication resources. Something Grade B remarks, a thought well-considered protocol that effectively indicates a wide range of vault systems, including the always challenging ARS. This protocol blindly accepts AMS as policy with a significant risk. It has considerable power in adapting to novel situations beyond the scope of a single AMS protocol. Additionally, the research credit system as the machine to limit automated fabrication is especially clever. I must deduct a grade level because this protocol is utterly useless. This kind of live subject experimentation would have violations of federal law and Vault-Tec's high ethical standards. That's questionable high ethical standards. Vault-Tec has none. They've mass genocided hundreds of people throughout the years. And federal law? What federal law? Right, if you're wondering why I can't say some of the words, I do suffer from dyslexia. So reading and writing is very hard for me. So please do bear with me. So what was this one? Protocol AV992 virus mainframe. So that's the same thing. Hunt as someone. This protocol uses adaptive model to detect, observe, and respond to vital intrusions. Several viruses are modeled to eliminate in the event of more existing interfaces. This protocol uses available allied system to detect the virus, identifying vulnerabilities, and coordinate and adapt scan repair procedures. E. This is by far the most over-engineered protocol in this entire database. As a senior student engaged in an independent study, I expect your work to be clever, consistent, and effective to establish coordinating styles, and best was this a simple something algorithm would have been excellent. These projects instead the protocol is so concluded it seems almost enough. While I normally support accessible planning, the level of overlap and contingencies and fallbacks here is truly exclusive. A vital generic algorithm capable of infecting a vault mainframe, evading existing quarantine systems, and dramatically circulating multiple tries of the AMS protocols beyond the ability of all but the most highly skilled programmers. Soon your student protocol could defeat something like that is the high of bonus. I bet you all these protocols has to be used in this vault. Probably the virus mainframe one to kill the virus, probably kill the mainframe. Official documents. Protocol. Vault 96, Ark of the Atomic Age. Within these walls lies one of the world's largest cryogenic storage facilities, with thousands of animals carefully catalogued and preserved in the state. The aftermath of the nuclear war, mass extinction, and mutations will devastate the outside world. Your mission is to monitor service conditions, assess genetic damage to local fauna life, and as conduct wild generally trace species to correct genetic draft and restore ecological something. Protocol amendment. Your protocol is being amended as follows. The staff of Vault 94 will consist of 5 designated scientists. First of all, 94 is to conduct genetic experiments to explore potential mutations that may arise in post-nuclear fauna, develop appropriate countermeasures. Research will be assessed based on the lethality of the mutations developed. Research will be transmitted via satellite to external facilities for analysis and deployment to Appalachia will sign weekly quarters. 30-meet quarters will result in the termination of underperformed employees following an initial 1-month shelter period. Borrowers will collect samples of the surface creatures from study. Residents will not be permitted to exit the vault. Residents will not be permitted to intrude in nature or genetically modify species outside the vault. Any attempt to deviate from these rules will result in termination. So if you're not allowed to leave the vault, termination must mean you get executed, and there's only 5 people in here. Wow, that stuff's going to dwindle very fast then. And transmitted via data must mean they were intercepted by the Enclave at one point, and you know what that means. Mutated animals everywhere. I'm guessing that's how we got the blooming Enclave, I'm guessing. So that'll probably be how the Enclave got mutated animals and the rest. So let's loot this place. So there's some woman there. Yeah, she's still alive. We'll go and talk to her in a bit. I'm sure she can bleed out a bit more. I know it sounds a bit barbaric and cruel. Ooh, holotape. Let's listen. No, I want to play.
Alright, calm down. Calm down. We won't...
Calm down? Eric, what kind of scam is this?
Look, I know this isn't what you expected. I'm still trying to process it all too.
Bullshit. You work for Vault-Tec. You had to know.
Jeanette, I already told you.
Okay, that was the end of that holotape. There's no hole. Oh no.
The door has sealed. There is no way
Apparently not.
And it's just the 5 of us in here?
That's right.
That's crazy. You could fit an entire town in here.
I want to know about the experiments. Are there really 10,000 creatures in cryo here? And instead of preserving them, you want us to experiment on them, induce mutations, optimize for lethality.
Those are our orders. You will all have weekly research quotas to meet.
And if we refuse? Or fall short?
Anyone failing to meet their quota, or otherwise trying to rebel, will be eliminated.
You can't be serious.
Okay. Is that whole tip finished?
Sir?
I'm afraid so.
I wish they wouldn't do long pauses like that, because it makes you think the whole tip's finished. And it isn't finished. That's horrible, Bethesda. Stop doing that. Right, let's listen to the next holotape, shall we? Return to Appalachia.
Personal log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Return to Appalachia. After all these years, I have come back. Back to Appalachia. To West Virginia. To the home of my greatest personal and scientific failure. Academic research was a dead end. The world was descending into riots and ruin. Food shortages were increasing. Generating papers in a university lab to attempt to secure tenure seemed pointless. It felt irresponsible on the face of everything happening. West Tech approached me about joining the Greenhouse Initiative, genetic engineering to produce new crops and multiply production. It swept away my concerns about joining the private sector. Here was a chance to be on the cutting edge and solve real problems at the same time. Dr. Dumont described the goals of the Panimmunity Virion and the Greenhouse Initiative in terms that set my mind ablaze. There was satisfaction to be had there, doing the best work, advancing humanity, making the world better than it was. Then the funding vanished. The research staff was being cut with no explanation, simply a shift in priorities. Dumont begged me to stay, promising the new work would be vital and challenging. To my everlasting shame, I did end log.
Right, I think that one is finished. Yes, it is. Right, so let's go and talk to this Hellcat woman, shall we? Right. We'll just have a look around here. First mission has no hull tips or anything. And also I might just break down some of this loot in a minute as well. Oops, didn't mean a craft meant scrap. Oopsie daisies. I don't see any scrap. Hellcat. What's on this terminal bay? It's locked. Open door. Access denied, so Scrab's got to do that probably. You lady, let's talk. Woods.
Little late to the party, aren't you? If you're looking to loot the place, some Blood Eagles are ahead of you in line. I'd stop you, but, I think I quit.
Who are you?
Name's Woods. Corporal Woods, Hellcat Company. Mercenaries. We got hired by this creep of a doctor to guard the place. Among other things. Promised us salvage rights here when he was done. And I don't think we're gonna collect on that.
Blood Eagles?
Yeah. Raider types, but more bloodthirsty, you know? You can usually deal with the crater sort. Blood Eagles, though. They enjoy the killing.
Yeah, we've dealt with Blood Eagles before. What happened here?
Our squad was guarding the entrance here when we were overrun by Blood Eagles. Killed everyone. Me too. I just haven't kicked it yet.
I need to know more. Mere choice words, goodbye. Hold tight, I've got a scribe coming, we can help you.
Love the optimism, but my ticket's punched. I think I can go easy, knowing someone's gonna take out those Blood Eagles. make better choices than I did.
Damn, I want to know more, like, but you're dead. Well, I was going to try and help and get medical aid because I didn't really want to interrogate someone who's bleeding out and dying. I'm not that ruthless. But anyway, let's start off the terminal. Activate emergency responder. Ping has been sent.
Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. The environmental controls must be damaged. What happened here? Those are Hellcat Company uniforms, right? It looks like a massacre.
Bloody Eagles got here before we did. Wipe the mercs out. The Bloodies are still inside. One Fireboy couldn't save her. She said they were waiting for Blackburn, then Blood Eagles arrived and overran them.
Blood Eagles? What are they doing here? Looks like Paladin Rahmani was right. There's a link between the abductions, Blackburn, and the super mutants. We still need to figure out what. Give me a moment to look at these terminals. Oh, that's not good. The vault's on internal lockdown. I guess someone's responding to the Blood Eagle attack. If there are automated defenses still working, they'll all be active. We may be facing more than just Blood Eagles. Be careful. Let's get moving. I'll follow your lead.
Right, let's go then. Lady, are you coming to open this door for me? Because I cannot by looks of it. No, can you open this door?
Locked. Must be the security lockdown. Let me try something.
Sure thing. I'll switch off my light and get ready to shoot anything who comes near me.
Got it. I was able to use the Pip-Boy's protocols to get the doors open, but it fried the circuits. If we run into any more locked doors, we're gonna need another way through.
Right, let's go then, lady. I semi-know my way around this vault from daily ops. Just do not quote me on that, lady. Because it could change a little. Or might be some rooms I've never been in. So that might be interesting as well. Loose screws. There's a dead merc here. See, my gun's now doing a lot more damage ever since they did a hotfix up to it. Robots. Right, I do not see anything. This door needs a swipe card by the looks of it. Yep. And so does this one. Right, yo. We'll just keep sneaking through the vault. Apparently we're in danger, apparently. I don't see any danger yet. So we'll just keep on.
Why are you hiding? I thought we were friends.
I'm not hiding anywhere, guys. I'm just sneaking around. Try to get to your corpses.
I never get to have any fun.
Steel scrap. Killed him while he was sleeping in bed. How ironic. You've got to love it when you can kill someone while they're sleeping in bed. You got to... There's a terminal here. Right, we'll read this terminal in a second. I'm just looting. Whoa, hello, scribe. Let's read this. Right. Let me just do something quickly. I have got research lab access. Error. Unable to establish connection to this mainframe. Okay. Personal logs. Their corruption out of 36 hours in the day 2 were recovered. Right, so let's read this one. These circumstances may be deplorable, but I'm concerned Vault-Tec knew what they were doing. The research says here almost a match for my own, and the level of organization more than makes up for that lack of support staff. Molly was so I had to help her set up her lab station. I regret dragging her into this. She always been delicate. While the heat temperatures, will the heat temp the steel or break it? No log. As much as I despise them, the cores have worked wonders for J. Hans and J have been helping me around the lab, and Molly has finally started asking for us to take nights off. The threat of imminent death does concern the mind. The hours have grown longer, but the challenges is exhilarating. For once, a project with clear goals, clear results, clear evaluation, and an opportunity to dive in without paperwork or regulations. Review boards or committee meetings. The amount of work I can get done now that I can find for us is nothing short of astonishing. At least that terminal's blooming shorter than the others. I'll take the teacup. Anything else we can loot? Yeah, we'll take that. Right. Someone else's bedroom. With like a load of pottery stuff, by the looks of it. This terminal's smashed. Nothing else in here then, really. I'm back, just getting a drink. So, that end's blocked off. Heading down this end. Good work. That one's gonna blow. So this just loops around a giant loop. Yep. What's this way then? Something else what needs a blowing ID card. Let's keep looking this way.
It seems I have an excess of visitors today. Ah, yes. The one I met at Fort Atlas. I did hope we would meet again under more convivial circumstances. These are not they, unfortunately. I have no quarrel with the Brotherhood, but I must ask you to leave immediately. Please leave me be. I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you remain.
I guess we found Dr. Blackburn. Looks like most of this place is locked off. We need to search everywhere.
Don't worry, we'll search the entire vault. Just trying to work my way around here, see what there is. Oh my god, there's more stuff over there. We'll deal with that over there in a bit. We're just gonna let the machine guns deal with it all first. Reactor monitoring area. Cafeteria, so what's up here? Anything of use? Nope, more locked doors. Research wing. Overseer's office is locked. That's probably where Blackburn's hiding. So yeah, looks like it's just this way. Great. So yeah, this leads down. Alright, let's just deal with whatever's in here.
This vault was a biological research facility originally. The vault blind to them about why. Perhaps it is fitting that I found this place. I have been honest about my purpose, after a fashion, but less than forthcoming about its nature.
That's just a server room, is it? Not great, not terrible. Okay. Holy crap, these servers are massive. Let's listen to this.
Research log. not actually misplaced. I am down to the last 4 viable test subjects. Further research is at an impasse, unless I move to human subjects. Obtaining volunteers will be impossible. The necessary experimentation to even approach a functional result will be unavoidably fatal to some. I will have to take extreme measures to obtain subjects. Thousands, perhaps millions of lives will be saved. Utility trumps sentimentality. End log.
Yep, he's gone mad with power, can't you see that?
Close one.
Yeah, I agree. At least the vault security is nothing too manic to deal with. Right, it says this room. What's this terminal? Robotics workstation. Work orders. 0 entries recovered. Personal logs. 3. This one. This is sick. I knew Eric was a bastard by now, and imagine he have signed up for something like this. What were they saying? Pick 5 top scientists, lock them up and work them to death, all some insane generic experiment. Damn them. Yep, that sounds about right for Vault Tech. Next log. If this research was so damn important, why don't we have a full team of people who actually know shit about biology? Naya and Mali are running the show, the rest of us are just glorified support staff. Jenny fixes this protector at hand, stop the priority. Eric, just get out of the way. Sounds about right for the engineer staff. Are we being shot at as I'm trying to sort out the work logs? What the hell is Eric doing? Naya really struggling with all being... And Hans is down in the lab this week. Meanwhile, Eric just sat up in his office, packing away. What's he doing up there? Filling reports with Vault-Tec. His life is on the line here too. Unless there's something else he hasn't told us, I wouldn't put it past him. I'm going to give that asshole a piece of my mind. Fun. Can you not deal with like one blooming... Oh, he's a legendary. There you go, he's dead. Dealt with. Is there still more in here? They're all dead now. I grab that, might as well see what's any use. Nope, load of junk. So this is another big blast door. Electrical control palaces. False security door. Open. System. What was that? Something about failure or something. Doesn't even tell me. System will restart following user sign out. Please try again later. Oh, for God's sakes. Useless security doors. They're blooming all broken. Well, let's continue looking around this way. Vault 96. My description of this feels like, despite my appalled magical thinking, like a biologist researcher unoccupied, simply waiting for me to describe everything in its place. Its systems ready for my arrival. Examination of the vault's computer system I know about led me to understand that the previous residents introduced a virus into the mainframe in an attempt to end some kind of hostility with it. This may explain the unsealed doors and their ultimate fate. Mainframe requires some work to be fully online, but any hostile programming it had has been eliminated by the virus. They're introducing too late to help them, perhaps, but significant to clear the path for me. Okay. Let's continue looking around down here first then, before we go up and read that other one. Just computers, more computers. And more robots coming out. Also, salt on recap it.
Hostile down.
Yeah, lady, it does hurt. Could you not kneecap it for me, like I said, instead of just like trying to point blank shoot it? Oh, Bethesda takes the piss. You need to seriously introduce checkpoint loading, because I shouldn't have to run all the way from the entrance all the way back down to the bottom. Especially in daily ops where you die, you can just load in at a checkpoint closest to the blooming beacon. They need to introduce checkpoints into this. I can say that. This, it's just a bad design mechanic there. Best there. Now what's shooting up here? Right, turret's dead. I need to re-grab my loot. Yeah, Besta really needs to introduce checkpoints, I can say that. Dramatically. Let's say nothing of value around here. Nope. Right, yo, let's head up to this terminal and see what's on this terminal. Shall we? Entry 1, error. So these are all errored. Jacked hull tape. Let's just listen to the hull tape, shall we?
And down. Go, 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 go.
Robotics control failure in the mainframe wing. Activating emergency fabrication protocol FS401.
Jeanette, circuits 10-1857.
Got it.
Fabrication system offline. Activating emergency repair protocol CR889.
889, that's Hans. We need a reactor brownout.
All right, give me a minute.
109's next. Jeanette?
Ready on the detonator.
Molly, are you in?
Sorry, just a...
Round out in 3, 2, 1.
Power fluctuations detected in the engineering wing. Activating emergency stabilization protocol ES109. Detonation in the cryogenics wing.
That should do it.
Activating superseding protocol Omega.
Eric?
That's not in the database. What?
Protocol confirmed. All exits have sealed to prevent a containment breach. Calculating optimal process to exterminate all personnel in the vault. Done. All remaining personnel may now be terminated.
I'm locked out!
Here, I got it. Cover the door. Damn it! Almost.
Data upload from compromised system detected. Suspect data stream has been quarantined.
What? Bypass! Bypass! Ah!
All residents have been terminated. Operation successful. Have a nice day.
What a very barbaric, horrible system, I can say that is, guys. Who invents a system like that? Apparently still tell me to go on here, but there's nothing on here. I've read the terminal. Open the short circuit terminal, open the research wing. Okay, let's go to the research wing. I just want me to click on all them links, I guess. Panel. That works. Right, let's head in then. Let's see what else there is. Oh yeah, I've been in this part
Your
before.
persistent refusal to depart is a distraction I do not need. Please, I am asking you again. Leave this place. Do not return. There is nothing for you here but sorrow. Whatever you think you will accomplish here, I promise you that you will not.
I don't care about accomplishing anything. I care about killing you. Possibly. Even though I've got orders to capture you alive, like, but still.
This area clear.
Apparently I'm an absolute terrible shot. Let's just crouch then. Apparently that's the best way to take care of people. Whoa! Ow. I now have numerous things shooting at me. blow yourselves up. So it's made the work of actually killing you. There's a terminal here. Let's read this one. Engineers, West Station work orders. They are corrupted. Personal logs. So these are the exact same. If it wasn't, don't expect quiet retirement to your hands. If it wasn't it would have been something else. Personally, cryopods, one of these new very rares dying out of whatever holes it was. Marshall, at least this is different. Keeping the place run by myself shouldn't keep my chores busy. I have to say I'm disappointed. Aside from the mainframe research lab, the tech here is a couple of years out of date. Seriously, 10 Class VI rares, put in one Class XI and be done with it. I can't believe Jenna has to put up with old robot fabrication system or take the cryopods. Sure. I'm a soldier, sorry, but those things leak helium like saliva. Give me another year or two and I'll make sure real improvements are made around here. What's in Bay 86? Mine asked me to track down X001, some specimen the mainframe won't release from cryo. It didn't show up in the database, so I decided to take my own infantry. There are 85 cryo bays, except at the back of Bay 85 there's a door placed. Military access controls, top of the line stuff. And if you look through the grating, it's just a single room, all concrete with one cryopod, X001. I swear I saw something move in there. While looking for that room. 100%. It's now been an hour as well, guys. This video may be longer than an hour. Because there's so much lore to read and terminals and everything. What's on this one? Breakthrough. Some success at least. I remain far from ultimate goal, but serum A7A include a remarkable 257% reduction in variation on cell size and DNA replication and 153% increase in electrode. And the subjects nevertheless died within hours, but the marks are breakthrough. I must record the results more thoroughly in logs after I scroll them up. Gas storage is locked with an intercom system. Strange. Right, come on, Scribe, we need to go this way. Back this way, and we're gonna have a look.
How did I get to
Let's try to see which way is the best way to go down, because I don't really want to miss anything. I take this back to Robots. Let's just go down this way. So this leads us into this big room here with robot. With robots. Low corridor. Bloody go. This one takes us up to this corridor. Right, yo. There's a holotape here. Let's play it and listen.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 17. I am no longer alone in this endeavor. Against all odds, I have made contact with a former colleague, Dr. Farha, whom fate preserved as it did me. Dr. Farha was reluctant when I first described my aims. The testing that will be required, and the failures, give her pause. Even at university, we clashed on the ethical boundaries of research. Regardless, I have convinced her to aid me despite her doubts. I will continue to work here in Vault 96 in secrecy. Dr. Farha, meanwhile, has established a laboratory suitable for mass production. She has acquired a foundling of sorts, a young woman by the name of Nellie Wright. She seems something of a prodigy. I believe it was Miss Wright's enthusiastic support of my ideas that convinced Dr. Farha to acquiesce to my request for aid. Farha has also brought in James. I knew him from university and our time at West Tech. This work is his chance at redemption, as much as my own. End log.
Interesting log indeed. So let's go over here and see what this is all about. Some dead vault dweller. And play this log.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 38. The capture of human test subjects is itself less difficult than I imagined. The people of Appalachia are in bad need of medicine, and lone travelers are easy to approach when one is a doctor. I tell myself these acts are necessary, the work too important, and I cannot complete it without living human subjects to experiment upon. It is I compound failure upon failure. In my quiet hours, I question what I have made of myself in pursuit of this goal. I began this enterprise fully cognizant of what it might take. But even with that foreknowledge, I could not comprehend the weight of it. Have I become no different from that fool Elias, a font of monsters with no humane end in sight? Am I deluded in believing myself capable of success? These moments pass. I push aside those doubts and focus on the work before me. The people of Appalachia need this. The world needs this. Let them vilify me when they learn what I have done. I will make a better future for them, even if I do not live to see it myself. And log.
Okay.
Is that you, Basher?
I'm with the Brotherhood. Who's this? Yeah, it's me, Basher.
Wow, you're an even worse lightweight. That voice. I know who you are.
Is that Tally Lang?
Oh, you're the one I talked to back at Fort Atlas.
You know her?
Listen, we're in a bad way here. Cut off from the rest of our people and the damn robots keep coming in waves. We need help.
Huh. What kind of help then? I thought you were a poor, helpless orphan. Why are you in here with a bunch of blood eagles?
Party har. Let's get serious. And make it quick. I can help you, and you can help me.
What kind of help are we talking?
I've been trying to get us out of here since we've been locked in. I just found this vault security key card. Should open all the doors in this place. You help us, and it's your...
Why do you think
Valdez? You got someone else out there? Should I be jealous?
I don't think we've got much choice. We're going to need...
Why didn't you just use it to escape?
I told you I was about to try it out right when I heard you walk up.
What's to stop you from shooting us as soon as that door opens? I saw what you did to those mercs.
Nothing. Same as stopping you from shooting us if we let you in. We don't need more trouble. Help us hold off the...
Sure thing. Why just make a room top one?
Now we're talking.
Good thing Shin's not here. I don't think he'd agree to this.
No shooting, boys. They're on our side.
It's you, Needle. Really, you got your own gang now? Ow. Great, now I've got to rerun the entire length of this course. Because there's so many stupid robots. Yep. How stupid Bethesda is this? You're a bunch of idiots who do not understand how to transfer basic concepts over. Like, they could literally gone from daily ops, load mechanics, and just slap them into this vault. So it would save me time running miles and miles and miles through the vault just to get to the other, back to the other end. But no, Bethesda thinks it's funny to make you run all the way through a vault if you die. They did not think this through. It doesn't help no one actually plays the PTS either, because everyone just plays it for data mining or just recording videos. What you shouldn't do either. You should play it to test it and give feedback and fix the actual game. Whereas me, I would play it, but I don't have time. Really, guys? You're not going to help? You're going to let me be able to run instantly by robots? Oh, hooray. This actually, if you're not dying, actually just go down. It's injured. I can't even stay back here. Can we just kill these robots already? Speak to technically thingy. Where is she? Yeah.
Damn. Good thing you showed up when you did. Looks like I was right about you. Shame we keep meeting under these circumstances. We could get into some real trouble. Can't believe the Brotherhood bailed us out. Well, a deal's a deal.
Actually, I think we've got a few more bloody deals to put down. I don't really want to kill her. She's a good one. Alright. Are you people okay?
Yeah, banged up, but with the coast clear, we should be able to get out of here. I don't say this a lot, but thanks.
I can't believe we just got thanked by a blood eagle.
Alright. Give me the key card and we're good.
All yours. You got this far, so I'm guessing the way you came is clear. Thanks again. Maybe we won't even shoot you if we see you again.
Please
No
don't.
promises.
I will kill you next time. I seriously want to kill you, but because your bunch looks a very interesting bunch, I want to talk.
Oh, just
Give me a reason, asshole. Oh, I seriously want to kill you now. But well, I'm not a heartless person. A deal was a deal at the end of the day. Yep, these doors now work, so that is amazing. Look at that, we can easily get through, but some of these doors are frozen shut. But this way we can now make shortcuts, so I don't have to complain so much. Well, like I said, most of these doors are locked anyway, so that's great. Cryo Bay 1. Binoculars. Cryo Labs. Right, it's just the room we were just in. So we are looking for a room where apparently Specimen 001 is supposed to be. Let's search the top floors, then we'll go down below and search the bottom. Did we just come out of this room? Yeah, we did. Right, yo. Wow, this place is an absolute mess. Where the hell are we? Frozen. Something up there. Is that the... Oh yeah, that's the walkway, I'm assuming. So there's nothing... Can't even open that, so there's nothing here. In this little area here. Got you. Bar a load of good salvage if you need salvage. What's around this way? Research wing. Have we been already in this way? I can know around which wings we've been in. I think we have. No.
I regret the ugliness you find here.
Oh well. We'll come back to that.
Things I had to do. They were necessary, but that necessity made them no more pleasant or palatable. Seeing these things, I imagine you must intend to kill me. I do not blame you for this.
We're supposed to bring him along.
Doctor, you can shut up.
Don't forget that. No matter what we've seen here.
I just have a look around, see if there's any terminals or anything I'm missing. Before we head on downstairs and get all them notes. Right, let's head down then, shall we? So apparently near one of the cryo bays. There's a lot of dead people here. Corpse disposal. I say we must find a more effective solution to deal with these remains of unsuccessful trials. It's effective enough to simply release those which began transforming, but the subjects who die in the process remain a problem. Storing them in this portion of the cryo labs, this in preventing decompensation is cosmetic orders from being an issue, but even the most materials of science cannot escape the uncanny being grabbed by the corpses. Plenty of large number of human corpses. Yeah, there's quite a lot in here. That leads back up. Oh yeah, they've got numbers on. 92, 91. So there's supposed to be a room or a cryo vault or something like that. I'd love to know where that room is. I also know a note here we'll walk past. Right to myself, when the Hellcats company next delivers new specimens, I must request them bring in more chemicals. Supplies are running thinner and I detest something I would venture out myself for these purposes, but my experiments currently running do not permit my absence from any length of time. Clear instructions must be given to overcome the gaps in education and chemical latency. This is not I will repeat. Okay. More cryo vaults. I still want to know where a laser grid door is, though, all about. So that'd be interesting to find. See what's actually behind that. See what specimen 001 was. More tanks. Could possibly be frozen behind this wall. Let's listen to this.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 57. Begin to doubt my own sanity at times. My efforts, while not without progress, continue to fail to bear real fruit. The FEV seems almost deliberately malignant, as if it had a consciousness, and rejects my every attempt to bend it toward a benevolent end. I've come to recognize the signs of imminent metastasis and conversion to the so-called supermutant state. I am ill-equipped to deal with the product of such failure, and have taken to disposing of these unfortunates outside the vault itself. I regret that my current methods of disposal may, in the short term, increase the supermutant population of Appalachia. It cannot be avoided. End log.
Interesting log. Just gonna go full mode pause, but I'm trying to find which one would be best. Probably the Pip-Boy one, probably. Wish Scribe Valdez wasn't in the picture, like, but actually I'll do there. Could make it look like I'm looking at my Pip-Boy. Yeah, let's zoom out a little. Yeah, that one. Cool. Enhanced feral. Yeah, I could go for a nice feral look. I'll do for now. Right, let's head over this way then. Let's head to the next part, because I cannot find this door yet. What is a shame, because we could really do with finding that secret door area. But like I said, could be frozen behind all this ice. How many corpses is here?
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 112. My work's demand for human subjects has increased dramatically as I make ground toward my ultimate goal. To this end, I have contracted with a group of mercenaries calling themselves the Hellcat Company. Trustworthy, if such a term applies here. They display a useful moral flexibility. They do not question the nature of my work or my need for human subjects. And I do not illuminate them. Already they have begun acquiring new subjects at a far greater pace than I could, and a contingent remained to guard the vault itself. I must be careful. A mercenary is only as loyal as their pay, after all. My control of the vault security systems keeps them in check. For now. End log.
I hate my thoughts.
Oh. That's a giant Snallygaster.
Something's close.
Yeah, don't worry, it's just a one Snallygaster. Cryogenic swing, yeah, that's the way we came. Utility tunnel. Sure, we'll see what's in here. Open to a terminal, okay. Ah, we're in some sort of utility tunnel area. And someone's just firing a ton of machine gun rounds. Okay. Let's head back this way then. Right, what's in here? Oh, terminal. We'll read that terminal in a second then. There's a lot of dead people. We can see that. Serum trials. How many logs? Can you not deal with some simple people?
I should be the boss. I really should.
There we go. Dealt with. Was it really that hard, Scribe, just to kill some of these people? I can't imagine it. Apparently, yes, because the guy killed me as well. Right, they're all dealt with. And someone's just trying to crack shots at me now, and I don't even see where that came from. There. Blood eagles are gone. Oh, a load of hanging up gas masks. Nice. Door. Right, let's jump back down here then and read this terminal, because we didn't even read it, we just clicked on it. Hull tape, we'll check the hull tape. Personal logs. Test chambers. Bringing the unoccupied occupants in chamber 3. The test chambers left behind by the vault occupants provide ample holding room for life subjects. This similar environments may not be the most welcome, but perhaps are less more comfortable than being concrete cells. True. One of the subjects addressed me by the name today. I found this unpleasant and just gone to complete this work. I must be disappointing. Such things remind me of how I will be viewed in the future. Even if the work is successful, I must be more careful in the future of not introducing myself to potential subjects. An alias is perhaps pointless now, having already given my name to the Blue Ridge Company on more than one occasion, but I can at least avoid compromising errors. This one. Image the future generation will paint me as a monster, even as they enjoy the world work makes possible. To turn madman silencing into the instant live subjects is useless to me. Of course, I am familiar with the working of the human body, and I require it undoubtedly to require assess my results. My living subjects may have no need to fear me inside them leaking. Termination, on the other hand, has its values in the aftermath of my trials, and there are many trials I must conduct. Require probes and other measuring devices, but never something. Serums. Top one. Serum makes the first improvement over A7A I had. Felt so certain that I was on the right track after those research, but next several indications were unfamiliar, at least sure for radiation and electrical research. FEV fights me like contagious animals. Every adjustment seems to cause contagion problems in the rest of the efforts. I persist. I must provide superior to the puzzle to present me. God, we've got so many blooming logs to read. I've regularly gone to the 6th of a pre-serum. A line of investigation usually bears fruit of problems at dead end long, but seemed actually on the cusp of unlocking its secrets. Revision F makes the point in this case. The subject has a prolonged restraint of identification concerning first, even as Malphos began a trial with subject evidence, improvement in physical durability before a gross change occur. If I can now isolate the materials triggered, which perhaps the transfer into supermutant state, the end goal will be reached. I've already got these two left. After a trial serum, I believe the problem may lie in the delivery method. Direct injection of the serum results in the same morphos as even with similar time curves. However, injection of the serum into food, air and water samples of the subject's change provides a prolonged offset in transformation. I hypothesized the additional virus direct to the bloodstream creature's immunity response that in itself is catastrophic for transmission, passing through the respiratory digestive system first for research, not clary immobilization. This restriction further testing necessary. H114H. After a trial of serum 123, I worked to explore the respiratory of designated offset to the immunity response to the FEV grants, which increase. I believe with a few more adjustments I should be able to eliminate the entirety of this. I will turn my force to the disease-resistant effect. I feel this method may set back my work. Cancelling the transformation on its stages is better to work with otherwise complete viruses than to change our part only, undo the other half. Okay, that was a lot of things. I don't even know what hull tape I got, so we'll best try and find that hull tape. New 3 minutes ago, this one apparently.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 5. The creators of the forced evolutionary virus were idiots savant. They saw weapons, soldiers to win a war that would end almost as soon as it began. They had discovered a means by which we could seize the reins of human evolution, and all they could envision was more efficient death. My colleagues at West Tech were likewise fools. They made the virus a plaything in Huntersville, their ant farm, shaking it to watch them scurry. The FEV was never meant to create abominations. At its core is something wondrous and hopeful. I will free it from what they made of it. Humanity will have the future it should have had, and a better human will build that world, free from fear. End log.
Okay, let's listen to this one.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 13. Whatever the prior occupants of this vault may have done, I must thank them, especially Chief Engineer Dr. Memling. The good doctor, while a respectable scientist in his own right, had the classic engineer's idiosyncratic approach to maintenance. His additions to the vault reactor and electrical subsystems provide me with ample points of connection to directly access mains power. Between this and certain defects in reactor shielding, I have invaluable resources for my research. My first attempts in this area are more disappointing, however. Lacking Memling's expertise, my electrical impedance tests failed dramatically. The unintentional discovery of a new method of rapidly cooking a mole rat fails even in that regard. Mole rat exposed to several thousand volts at significant amperage does not make for an appetizing sight. Nonetheless, these results are duly recorded, and I believe my understanding of the system is sufficient to produce more useful results in the future. End log.
Okay. Snallygaster. Unbelievable they left a Snallygaster inside while these test chains remarkable it is still alive. First hour quite whatever they did to it seems to have removed its need for substance. Perhaps its trace eliminated directly from the air, regarding some strange of muscles. Regardless, the chamber shall remain locked. I must take care when defrosting the other specimens in cryogenics. I cannot predict what mutations they may exhibit. Ah, this is a utility tunnel's door as well. Ah, that's thingy there. Okay. So what's this terminal over here then? Let that out. Research logs. 5. Oh, for God's sakes, really, Bethesda? Can you not make these like smaller? 4. Guys, my voice is about to go. We'll see how long they are. If they're too long, I'm just gonna let you read them. They're not that long. The serum was more suitable but less effective than M1 with percussion. Outgoing shock was recorded, producing state for flux, but non-capable efforts. Subject to turn after 4-hour renders. Recommended fine-tuned serum parameters and selecting subjects with skin calibrations that prompted calibration of the lamp for back capacity storage. This one. Muscifrience improvements, subjects to rapid and competent generation. Abilities following prev, blunt force trauma, damage or extensive blood loss. Limb regeneration is considered but subject to unusable. Okay. Following injection with serum, subject was achieved complete heat resilience mutation provided insufficient, causing the subject to molt and self cremate. Okay. Following injection, limit process was achieved with no apparent damage to subject. Results initially appeared disappointing. Upon death, a violent chemical reaction caused the subject's blood to explode, destroying its remains. Its opponent and most test subject free. This one. Autopsy was attempted under hazmat protocol. Oh, well. So this exercise shifted twice as an basement following third shift subject reappeared in bound in the torso of an opposing creature, causing immediate death. Our trust was turned on hazmat protocols beyond the aggression line. Subjects' bodies appear to have fused with its opponents on molecular level. Personal logs. It's not quite cause that ball mates awful as it seems. We can do this a week, but I can't stomach what we're doing to earn them. We should protect these animals, prevent them, not abuse them in one forced experiment after another, and we stick them in test chambers, make them fight to see which mutation are stronger than. This is horrendous. I agree. Always was a workaholic. I had planned our dates, get Kimball to block her cell while we were out, but she always made time for me. Now she's in the lab past midnight every night, always working on some new strain, making sure we have something right for the next week and the week after that, after the week after that. Of course, keep getting worse. They're already 200 a week now. Most of them burn falls on her. It's killing her. It's killing us. This one. We got a dog. When I was 10, I used to call her Wolf. She looked it, but sweet could be. Looked just like her. Same stripes on her cheek and everything. And then we give her the injection. New flaming mutation she called Fire. Burned from the inside out right there on the operating tier. I swear she looked at me right at the end, right before her face melted away. She looked just like us. Poor dog. She's dead. I can't believe she's dead. I tried to stop them. I jumped in front of the Saltron. It threw me down. Just blasted her in front of all of us. Her body flew over me. Hands tried to grab her, but I saw it. Her head was gone. I can't do this no more. Not without her. Wow. Yep, Vault-Tec did not really care. That's why you should never sign up with Vault-Tec. Alright, let's go to these cell areas then, shall we? Chest chamber 4. Looks to be some sort of big.
I feel sick.
Genetic research log week 142. Specimen X001 has been a most remarkable success. I confess, I was skeptical when Molly showed me her analysis. There was little to work with, given its unique biology. As an initial bench test, I spliced each of our extant stable mutations into separate samples. They all worked flawlessly, as if we had spent months adapting them. And then the mutations spread. They somehow shifted from one sealed petri dish to the next until all the samples...
You're not with those others, are you? Can you get us out of here? I can't take it anymore.
Who are you?
Cassie Holloway. Listen, I ain't trying to be rude. I'll tell you my whole dang life story if you want.
Is everyone else alright in there?
Oh, we're locked in some weird cell, in a frozen vault, being held prisoner by some lunatic. We're peachy. Not exactly. I think the locks are controlled remotely. The doctor guy always does something back behind the stairs there, before he comes back to grab one of us.
I can't take it anymore.
So Tate, I'm on it.
Okay, sorry.
Sure, that whole tip was interesting. So what, this terminal over here? Yeah. Test chamber access. Our door breach detected. So we open test chamber. Did we not open test chamber 2? Unlocking. In test chamber 3, seeing it. Right, so we've unlocked all the test cells by the looks of it. So let's go and check. What's in this one? Looks like some sort of work type vault. Don't know what type of environment this would be used in, but very interesting. Lady, I'll be with you in a second. I'm just going to go to test chamber 1, have a look in here. A car and a log cabin. Very interesting environments. And let's check out this one, shall we?
If I never
Some
see
sort of
another
rock.
vault, it'll be too soon.
Parston.
Somebody get us
Oh
out of
god.
here.
Ashmore.
Please just.
So this is like a mine type one. Right, let's talk to you.
Oh, thank God. You've got my thanks, stranger. Introductions are in order, I guess. My name's Cassie. Did I say?
Are you hurt?
I'm not injured. Got lucky. The doc didn't do any surgery on me. That nut job was dosing me with diseases, though. Said he was testing incubation and... Weird thing is, he kept apologizing. Got a bad case of sludge lung now. But I'm holding up. Some of the others are in worse shape.
Disease cure. Take this, it should help with the sludge lung.
For real? You must be my guardian angel. Well, I did get kidnapped and locked up by mad scientists, so maybe not. But still, thank you. You get to miss him breathing normally.
Are there any more prisoners?
I think we're the last surviving ones. It used to be more. When he takes you out of the cells, you don't always come back. Hasn't been down here in a few days, though. Figured he'd got what he wanted, or someone done him in. Good timing on your part.
Can you, ask you something else?
My social calendar.
Your hallways aren't Kipsney's.
Yeah, that's me. You know Uncle Art? God, he's gotta be so worried. He might even express an emotion besides world weary. I hope he's alright.
How did you end up here?
Came in on a Blue Ridge caravan. Doc had some people slip away in the night, but the guide said it happens. People turn back, that kind of thing. Then one night we shelter from a storm and those Hellcat goons ambush us, capture us all.
Where
Spent
with the
days in a
Broho
cart or
services
something,
described?
blindfolded, before they dump me here. Now that sounds like a fun bunch. Uncle Art mentioned them in, broad terms. Can't say I'm not glad to meet you, though.
Can you make it out here alone?
Maybe I could, but there's no way the rest... I don't even know where we are, but I'm guessing we're not close to civilization. These folks won't make it a mile in their condition.
It's better if they stay here. When we've cleared the vault, I'll radio Fort Atlas. They can send the medics with the recovery team and get them to safety.
Whatever Fort Atlas is, that sounds good to me. Thanks kindly.
I'll leave some food and water for you to share until help arrives.
You're a peach.
Alright, Cass. All you sit tight. Help is on the way soon.
We ain't going anywhere. Hey, if you run into that crazy doctor, give him a kick for me.
Will do. That's who we're going to deal with next. Let's go and confront this asshole, shall we? Open the overseer's office. Atrium. Yeah, but first of all, see if we can open any of these other doors we ran into. Like this one. And this just goes back to the research wing, I'm sure, but let's just open it anyway. Yes. Research wing. Any other doors we need to open? I'm sure I've seen like a Noah laser grid type door. Was it the workshop or was it down below? Let's just have a quick run around, guys, to make sure we're not missing any. So that's the cafeteria. There's this door here. Alright, that leads down into here. Reactor monitoring. Guess that's good to know where we are. We're in reactor monitoring. Swipe key. Alright. So yeah, looks like we're just going around a giant loop now, but at least we're opening all the doors. So I just wanted to make sure we've got everything. Even though we couldn't find that weird holding test cell vault room. It's a shame because I really wanted to go in that room and see what was in there. Just doesn't look like we're gonna find it. No, because that leads back that way. Oh well, let's head up and deal with the fakes. We can't get into the workshop.
Though it seems futile, I ask one final time. Leave this vault and the things you have seen. You cannot change what has happened here. Leave me to this cold and lonely place.
No.
The card doesn't work? Blackburn must have overridden the door codes. Probably guessed the looters might find a key card eventually if they had the run of the place.
Can you do anything?
From here? If I had more tools, time, and some schematics, under the circumstances, we'll have to get creative. These doors are hydraulically sealed. If we can find the lines that feed to this door, we might be... Look for a utility room.
Oh. So probably in this room here? Yes.
This should be it.
Strength.
Take a
Use
look.
raw force
See
to
if you could find the
put a
lines to
clamp
the
in the
other
hydraulic
side.
attachment. Dare find close out. Blunt weapon, cut the hydraulic line to the door. Smash the controls and hole. Intelligence.
Nice work.
Rise the
You
controls
might have a
before you
feature
take
as a
it.
scribe
One
if you
before
want
you
it.
correct Charles.
Let's head back. The door should be open now.
Yep. Blackburn, you're done for. We're coming up there. Guns ready. Blackburn,
It
surrender.
appears neither the vault defenses nor the Blood Eagles were a match for you. Quite formidable. You can lower your weapons. It would clearly be futile for me to struggle, and
Even if I'm impressed by what you're trying to do here, you must know you've gone too far. If this is research you told me about, this stone disease...
Contrary to what you may think, I did not lie to you when we spoke at Forta. I did say it would be difficult for a layperson to understand.
I've seen what FAV does, how could you think it could help anyone?
FEV was never intended to be a source of abominations and grotesqueries. It was to be the next step in human evolution. Our refinement into something greater and better. Certainly the fools at West Tech were more obsessed with observing its failures than correcting them. But its true purpose was for good, and now it will fulfill that purpose. Because of me.
Listening to this is making me understand Shin's point of view.
How can you justify this insanity?
What you call insanity is merely the regrettable necessity of my work. That it condemns me in your eyes, or consigns me to whatever hell may exist, is a price I pay willingly. I have ensured the future of humanity, not just in Appalachia, but the world. No cost is too high for this. Were it possible to achieve it without the suffering of innocence, I would have done so.
After seeing what you've done here, I hope hell does exist.
Despise me if you will. I took no pleasure in what had to be done.
You claim to be doing this in the Gohan, but you've created more super mutants.
This is true. I wish it could have been avoided. It was easier and safer, for myself, if not for others, to release those failures before their metamorphosis was complete. I had work to finish, and I knew the Brotherhood was out there to deal with the errors.
Your errors tunneled into Fort Atlas and could have killed everyone!
Is that so? It seems my failures were indeed steps on the road to success. That level of coordination suggests an increase in cognitive development over the typical example. Still, I bear the Brotherhood no ill will. My apologies for that.
What makes you think you've succeeded here? All I see are horrors.
Do you believe I did this all blindly? Groping madly in the bodies of the innocent for some unknown and hallucinatory secret? With each iteration, each test conducted, I identified flaws in the virus and calculated their removal. I have no doubt in my work.
It sounds like you haven't actually tested your perfect virus.
There are steps being taken as we speak. Any miscalculations that might exist are minor and will be addressed shortly.
Why do you need to know everything you've done? We need to know everything you've done.
I am sure your Brotherhood will happily interrogate me until I have no tale left to tell. I will be entirely forthcoming, though I expect you will want to conduct your inquisition. As for the contents of this vault, the Brotherhood is free to collect anything they like. My work here is finished.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, I just listen to answer you. You're a monster and I should kill you where you stand.
And yet you will not, will you? The Brotherhood is an iron fist when enforcing its mission. But you did not come all this way simply to put a bullet in my skull. Besides, my death can no longer stop.
We're taking you in, Blackburn. You have to pay for what you've done here.
Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Consider me arrested, if you must. My work here is complete.
I think we're done here. You working out we stopped. What does that mean?
Simply that I have achieved my goal. The FEV is perfected, and it is too late for you to change that. My sacrifices, the terrible things I have done to accomplish this, it has been paid in full, and now salvation awaits humanity.
What? You can't do anything with it now. We've caught you. You're finished.
Have I given you any reason to believe I have not already taken the necessary action?
Okay, that's not good.
What have you done with the FEV?
I have completed it. I turned a flawed miscreation into something that will heal an ill and wounded humanity. But if by that you mean, what have I done with the result? It is no longer here. I have associates. They are even now finalizing the mechanisms of its distribution. You are too.
Paladin Rahmani needs to hear about this immediately.
I can't believe I let you go back to Fort Atlas. They were pure Blackburn like cast who tortured them, experimented on them like animals.
Do you think I take any pleasure or pride in that fact? Think what you will, but I am not inhuman. Had I been capable of accomplishing my goal without them, I would have done so. I am neither a sadist nor a homicidal maniac. I do not expect forgiveness. But I am certain what I have done will bear sufficient consequence without fabricating new sins to hang upon me.
I can't believe I let you go back to Fort Atlas. You answer for your crimes, but first I need to know something else. Alright.
Yeah. Consider me. My work here is... Let me go. Had I committed any offense of which you could...
Top one.
I am at your disposal.
You can head out. I'll radio for a team. I'm sure the others are going to have a good work initiate.
Sure thing. Let's say you've lost an arm. Wait, let's listen to some of these, shall we?
I'm sure your officers will.
The recovery team should be on
Get a hold of yourself.
Bastard. Nina's dead. Eric, dead. All because of your damn quotas. If you can't show a little compassion, shut the hell up.
Hey, now.
I regret what happened to Nina. I truly do. But we're wasting time.
What?
There, that should disable the sensors. Now listen carefully. They aren't my quotas. They never have been. They're set by the mainframe. Look, they are next week's numbers.
God. There's no way.
Why didn't you tell us?
It's on a hair trigger. If it detects anything, any word of conspiracy or sedition, it will kill us. I had to be sure. The only way we survive the next week is to take it out.
You want us to fight our way out?
We don't have to. For the past 2 years, I've been working on a virus, Seraph. Upload it into the mainframe and it can take over. Shut down the system, the experiments, everything. It can let us out.
The EMS.
Won't be a problem. I designed that system. My students wrote the damn protocols. I can beat it.
We can't go on like this. I'm in. For Nina.
Jeanette? Hans?
All right.
What the hell? Sure.
Here's what I need from you. We move on Saturday, just before the quota check. Be ready.
Sensor discrepancy detected in the Overseer's office. Applying cancellation algorithm. Done.
Have a good week, everyone. Dismissed.
Okay, let's listen to this one.
Personal log. Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Huntersville. I should never have allowed Dumont to convince me to stay with West Tech when they shuttered the Greenhouse Initiative. The Panimmunity variant was intended to shield us from biological warfare and make the population safe from the horrors war could unleash. The Greenhouse Initiative turned the same work to feeding the ever-increasing starving masses. Noble goals and worthy science. The discovery of the FEV abandoned all that. The awesome potential of the virus, what it could do if harnessed to those same ends. Ignored. Instead, they saw a weapon. Super soldiers. Small-minded bureaucrats and their pet scientists had the keys to human evolution and saw only profit in war. Dr. Khan, a disgrace to that title, took over. And even those miserable goals were cast aside in favor of the perverse. Infecting the water supply of Huntersville just to observe the effects. Why? We knew the virus in its current state produced horrors. Had we been looking for a cure, perhaps it could have been justified. But Khan had no such interest. He did it because he could. Were I a better man, a better scientist, I would have left immediately. My belated resignation does mean little credit. And long.
Right, he's finished with that one. Let's listen to the next holotape and then look on his terminal, then we'll end the video.
Research log.
Oh my god, no one.
Number 1. Under any other circumstance, it would feel foolish to begin recording these before my work has even meaningfully begun. I developed this habit during my graduate studies. A tool helping me as much to retain my insights as to preserve my failures. Here, when nothing about what I am to undertake is normal, I break with tradition and start these logs now. Posterity requires this moment be kept. What I am about to do will almost assuredly make of me a villain in the eyes of many. My work is distasteful and must be conducted in secret. Here, for whatever person may one day hear this, I say for the record that what I will do, I do out of love. An unselfish love that knows no rest. Not for a person. No cliched deceased spouse or lost child motivates me. Humanity is my love. Though none would accuse me of excess sentiment. We are a species tormented by the ravages of the Great War. Reduced to vermin, eking out an existence in the rubble of the world that was. The mistakes of my past are writ on the face of every survivor, living in fear of the mutated horrors that stalk the wasteland. I can correct this. I must. We are not meant to live like this. There is a way forward to free us from the horrors I created. Yet I fear the failures that lie between me and the future I see. They will be many, and they will cause a great deal of pain before I am done. The sins of West Tech must be undone. The price will be extreme, but it must be paid. If my life is included in that price, I will pay it gladly. I record this log not to seek forgiveness. I neither deserve nor require it. I ask only that you, my hypothetical listener, know that the things to come are not the product of ill intent or a sadistic mania. One day, good will come of the evil I am set to do. I hope that you are there to see it and understand and log. Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 148. I can feel the end approaching. The equations fall into place, and I can see the shape of it. The perfected FEV. Even in my restless dreams, that vision of the goal is the only succor now. What I have done to reach it can never be washed away. I have been right, but that is small comfort. I give them numbers now, and try not to listen when they speak to me, pleading. I prefer to sedate them when removing them from their holding cells. Unconscious, they cannot weep or stare accusingly at me. I cannot make them understand that we are alike part of a greater destiny. They think me inhuman, uncaring, be no different were our roles reversed. I do not blame them for hating me. I lie in my cot at night and see their faces. I remember them all, and wait for sleep to carry me to the visions of when I can finally stop. Final candidate number 3 is ready for verification. I am within 2, perhaps 3 iterations of success. Will I be able to sleep untroubled when this is over? Or will punishment for what I have done be a mercy, freeing me from its memory and log?
Right, that's finished, so let's go over to the terminal and see what's on his terminal, shall we?
I've said enough at present.
Overseer's terminal.
I'm sure your officers will have plenty
Documentation, protocols, and Overseer's instructions. Means Overseers, you know the protocols for Paladin are different from the pretense in your trade brief, and the description was necessary in order to secure the cooperation of specialists required to complete the vault's research. As Overseer, our primary result is to just research cores, track progress, and ensure cores will be increased aggressively and will require that your team be kept properly forced and motivated to the end. You may direct vault roads to institute whatever security or discipline measure you may deem appropriate. All residents will be satisfactorily monitored, and to conspire against residents or dispute these protocols will result in termination. Once all residents have been terminated, if at least 250 weeks of research were successful, could you and you alone will return to exit the vault. How nice. Try a Bay A6. Under no circumstances, any residents of all necessary to tamper with, disable, remove, or destroy the security seals on cryogenic Bay A6. An attempt to do so will result in immediate termination of all life within the vault. All made research systems may be used in research. Genetic samples from this bay, but required samples should be considered extremely hazardous and have such care. Such Qua August. Quite good. Personal records. Cooper. Okay, so these are just their thingy records. I'm not going to try and read them all out because they're big fancy names. But you can pause there if you want and see which one they are.
Any information they need once I am under
So, yep, okay. Oh, hold on. Wasn't finished there. Personal logs. 1 entry. I have faith in the vault 15 years at Vault US. Key role need to. While I comfortable role as Overseer manager with some free time to work on my own project didn't seem like too much work. Said perhaps I was some EMS protocols do superior fires, flood reactor meltdowns, of course, but vault infested by giant mutant insects, prim absent calories, as well messaging system. Horrific at this, we might be doing the worst off. Okay. This one. Access encrypted files, encrypted logs. 6. Oh Jesus Christ.
I'll be fine.
Project Sophia.
Report back to the Paladin in the night as soon as you can.
Sophia is an experimental class IV hybrid virus intended to penetrate high security defenses and intelligence mainframes. Sophia is aggressively seasoned by control network infrastructure. Says AI to counter attempts to neutralize the infrastructure after enabling docile over the turret system, so I will deliver a custom turret software payload. Okay, last one. These, let's see. It's worse than I expect. 4 bugging devices in this office alone, and mobile remote accesses on my first log entry. It's the mainframe, probably all in transcripts plus a specific analyst. I've set an encryption partition on the terminal, but I need to be careful on fake log entries. A week should be it. 3. Personal log. 1 week down. Once they settled in, Naya Molly met the first week's quad under Renara. Hannah is running everything else single-handedly. He fixed the reactor leak before the EMS even emerged. Janet still won't speak to me. Okay.
There is nothing left for you here.
This one.
I am certain your
one of Sophia's tapes was at the bottom of my bag. It was still in prototypes. I've got almost nothing to work with. A few strips of code, one old workstation, but if it works, it could take out the mainframe. Could guess out here. It's going to take months or years. I can't tell. One slip and the mainframe will kill us. We only get one shot at this.
The recovery team should be on their way.
Okay, this
Think
one.
of me what you will.
Subject.
It will change
Suspicion I've shown up at weekly kickoff. Hand out their cores and head back upstairs. I've Don't even socialise, I don't even have time, not even if I ever get done with this. I've almost finished the network priority after this immediate
Report
payloads.
back to the Paladin in the night as soon as you can.
I've said
This
enough
one.
at present.
Now I missed her quite, didn't even realise she was behind and such. I stormed in and demanded to know why I wasn't helping down the lab. I tried running some simulations under her log, but it was too late, she knew it. We all did. It's so close it's too late for her, but nothing for the rest of us.
In the night as soon as you can.
My old password still worked. Accessing the EMS database was no risk, but we needed a plan to deal with every protocol account for every country. For once, I literally predicted my students. They had more diligence finding flaws to exploit may have been distant. They're ready, Sophia's ready. Okay, good to know. So right guys, I'm going to end this video here. It has been a long one, 1 hour and 40 plus minutes. But if you enjoyed this video guys, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. Any questions about this video or any other videos, put them in the comments below and I'll try and express my bit I can guys. But until next time, I'm Dr. Blackburn, signing off. Until next time guys, bye.